What is up, friends? Welcome back to a free episode of Bell Pepper Team. However, much like many free-to-play games, we will accept money too. I'm Don.
I'm Shane.
I'm Corey.
And I'm Davis.
And this is the Bell Pepper Team Podcast. This week on the Bell Pepper Team Podcast, we're talking free-to-play. That's right, the thing that is sweeping the nation right now and actually has been for basically ever. People like free things. And we're gonna we each picked a free-to-play game that we actually really like. And we're going to talk about it, why we like it, why we think it works, why we think it did work, and just a little bit about free to play. And I've also got another game this week about we're going to have head to head on an interesting game that I have not revealed to anyone yet. That I will save until we get to that point.
Can I get my whiteboard?
Are the flaw with this real quick, Don?
You can.
You don't ever have to play the crappy game.
That's because you assholes would never make a crappy game.
No,
So
I'm talking about the loser game.
Exactly, because you assholes would never make a game for me to
I'll
play
make a game. I'll make us a
I don't believe you.
Scavenger hunt. I'll make a scavenger hunt. We'll play I Spy with the backgrounds of everybody's video.
You say this, but I am sure that I will be the only one that will be making these games.
I'm sure Don's the only background we could use.
I'm gonna make a super duper awesome game.
I am the only one who has anything of value behind me.
Fact.
Shane has a poster
that's just taped to the wall.
that's just taped to the wall. I'd like to think that there's not actually tape, just gum. Like he's picked out some gum, stuck to the wall, and mushed it up there.
Actually, it's a command strip, so fuck off.
Command strip? Why?
They have poster command strips.
Oh, okay. I guess that makes some sense.
Jane had to be profane about it too.
Whatever.
That was a
Ew.
bad dab. Let's not talk about that.
That wasn't even a dab. That was like
Shane.
Just move on.
Whatever.
So Don,
Right.
what's up?
Not much. I have not played anything besides a little bit of Borderlands we played this past week.
We've been playing Sims.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
We've all been on that Sims train again for some reason.
No actual reason.
It just
Somebody started playing it first, and then everybody started.
It was Don, I believe.
It might have been me.
No, I think I started it. Yeah,
I disagree.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it was me. So, but that's fine.
I think it was
No.
Shane.
I mean, I've been playing Sims for a while, just never fun.
I was kidding.
Anyways, I've been playing The Sims, and I
Thank
picked
you
up.
for reiterating that.
Yes, and I've been playing the duck game,
The Goose Game.
the goose game. Thank you.
It's literally called Untitled Goose Game.
Real quick.
It's
real
called
quick.
an untitled goose game.
Real quick, before we
To be
continue,
specific.
I'm going to take this opportunity to say next week for our Game of the Week, Davis and Shane are going to actually be playing Untitled Goose Game, and they're going to give us our review of it, while Corey and I are going to be playing Ghost Recon Breakpoint and giving our review of it. Corey, you were asleep when I made that decision, so you didn't get to be part of it or hear it until
I'm
just
fine
now.
with that.
But that's what's happening. So Ghost Recon Breakpoint and Untitled Goose Game next week.
Just so everybody knows, Shane is wrong. It is not called an Untitled Goose Game.
According-
It's called Untitled Goose Game.
According to the developers on Twitter, it's an untitled goose game.
Well, they're an idiot.
According to their website, it's called Untitled Goose Game.
Anyways, I've also picked up Fortnite Save the World again, unfortunately.
Wow, boo. Next.
Worst version of the game.
Best version. Fuck off.
I also didn't mention this earlier. Subscribe, comment, like, do everything in this video, please. It helps us to get some more exposure. We're steadily, all of our metrics are steadily increasing, which is pretty cool. So let's keep that up. You
Question
guys.
to the audience: should I make a Patreon where I do stuff like Belle Delphine did, and, like send out bathwater and like use tissues and shit?
You could
Oh.
do your beard hairs.
Yeah,
I will only accept this if you put your cats in the bathwater as well.
That would be gross.
they got like doo doo on their toes from the litter box.
You got to
People
do
like
probably on
cats.
all of them.
Yeah.
All right.
So, there
Um,
may be a Patreon.
Give us your money.
Yes.
Just
yes,
like
please.
give us your microtransactions because that's how we support this free to play game that is known as Bell Pepper Team. All right. If nobody has anything
I'll
else,
let you control my life.
what was it?
I'll let them control my life if they give me money. No problem.
They could probably do that.
As long
anyway.
as it doesn't involve bodily harm.
All right. Let's jump
Well, there goes my
right
plans.
into.
Shane, I'll give you $2 to jump in front of a bus.
Does it have to be moving?
Nope.
Okay.
just jump in front of a stationary bus. All right. News.
You have to scream like a baby.
News. A little bit of news here. A little bit of interesting stuff we could talk about. We have not much more Pokemon news, but there's a little bit of Pokemon news. And by a little bit of Pokemon news, they did a 24-hour broadcast of Sword and Shield, and it was kind of like spooky themed, I guess. But actually, the only really cool thing that I
Ponytas.
got out of this is the Galarian Ponytas.
Yeah, they look super cool.
They look
I
like
did not
unicorns.
see those.
They look
Yeah.
like unicorns.
But they got like little pokies on them too.
Huh?
They had little horns or pokies or
Like-
something in their.
Unicorns do.
No. Like in their like mane and stuff. They're little pokey pokes.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm looking at an image right now, and they look like unicorns
The image I'm looking at makes it look like a My Little Pony.
or a unicorn.
Also, there was a like a little pink monkey thing.
Wasn't
Yeah,
that?
there's like look.
Isn't that a monkey that
What?
already exists?
Well, I don't know. It didn't look like one.
Well, it's 3D
I'm
Pokemon.
not super fluent in Pokemon, but it looked like something new.
I don't know, but November 15th, we're getting closer and closer. We're getting more and more stuff. I bet we'll probably know all the Galarians before the game releases, because I'm pretty sure we knew all the Aloans before Sun and Moon released.
Yes.
So
Do we know if there's version exclusives right now?
I'm sure there will be.
there always is.
They gotta
So-
get you to buy it twice.
The legendaries, we know, are version exclusives. So you can get Sword Dog or you can get Shield Dog. You take it.
I'm taking Sword Dog.
Shane, what are you getting?
Probably Shield Dog because no one else will.
Don, what are you getting?
I don't remember. I had one determined that I was getting, but I don't remember what it was.
Probably Sword Dog.
I don't remember. But I'll determine eventually. Davis, what are
I'll
you
probably-
getting?
I'll probably get Shield.
Really?
Well, aren't you super cool?
I am. Thank you.
Our next bit of schmooze. I heard a weird background noise. In Red Dead Redemption 2 is confirmed coming to PC in November. So this is Red Dead Redemption. I had it on the Xbox, but on the Xbox. We never played together, which is something that I thoroughly wanted to play together. Us to play together. This is an opportunity. Let's all get on PC. We can all play some online together. We can steal some people and hog tie them up and leave Shane in the middle of the river and let him drown.
And push 'em off the
Absolutely.
tree.
Awesome.
But it's coming to Windows PC on November 5th, or actually November 5th. I guess it's been out for like a year. This game,
It came out, I think,
They dragged their
November
feet.
last year.
they dragged their feet with releasing shit. The PC ports, like it took them forever to do the PC port of GTA 5, and it took them forever to get us PC port of this. I don't know why, but they did. Also, in moderately related news, I guess the sequel to Bully kind of fizzled out and is no longer happening.
Damn it.
After about
What?
God.
to Bully 2, I guess there was like a 10-month development that over that course that it just fizzled out, and I guess it's not happening now. So that was something.
I was
Don,
really looking forward to that.
I never got to beat your game of Bully.
I think I think I have it digitally.
No, but I don't think the save's there.
It's probably not there, but you can get
Yeah.
digital. I think it's only like $5. There's also the Rockstar has like a launcher now on PC, and you can get San Andreas for free. I don't know if you can still get it for free, but you could get it for free. And I think you can also get Bully on it, so you can probably get Bully for super cheap now because it's fucking old. What are you laughing at?
Yeah, it's not
I'd
worth
like
the
to-
replay.
I'd like to take a timeout. Martiza
Okay.
just came into the room to bring me Chick-fil-A, and she sees Corey, and for the first, she's never seen him when he's shaved his head. She's like, "What the fuck am I looking at?"
He's not even fully shaved head.
Yeah.
But it is a little jarring. That's pretty much everyone's reaction is, what is that? And it's like, oh,
Yeah.
it's a
She
bald man.
she
Bald
says it
bearded
doesn't
boy.
look bad. It was just really jarring to see him without hair.
It's really jarring
I
for...
understand.
Oh, for the record, it took GTA 5 18 months to make the jump from consoles to PC. And now we're
Jesus.
good. So much less than that for consoles to PC for Red Dead Redemption 2 and no more Bully. So that kind of sucks. But it is what it is. Maybe it'll pick back up eventually. Just because that version died doesn't mean that they won't make another version of the game. But harkening back to something we talked about, I believe last week in the news with the launch of the next season of Apex, there's some Apex Legend leaks. Woo, and they're spooky. So these leaks point to zombies and a Halloween event coming in Apex Legends, which is literally what I asked. I wanted events and I wanted stuff. It looks like we're getting it in Apex.
Do you think it'll
Um,
be a PVE mode, or if it'll be like there's just zombies out in the world?
I don't know, but this Polygon article said that there are Halloween themed files, new skins, new game mode, and a twist on old Kings Canyon map.
Oh, I'm guessing it'll be a PVE canyon against zombies.
Who knows?
Like what Overwatch did that one time.
Yeah, probably.
What did
Or
Overwatch?
maybe
They
like it's like a wave kind of thing. It's like Mercy's something.
I
It's a
thought
horde
it was
mode.
a Junkrat thing. I don't know.
Junkrat, whatever. I don't remember. It was like a Halloween fight waves of zombies thing.
Maybe that's what this is. On some quarter like Halloweeny Kings Canyon map.
Yeah,
But
probably what it is.
that's I would imagine be happening very soon, since we're a week into October already, and Halloween's 3 weeks. So we will be getting maybe they're going to be changing their the way they do things. Give us more updates. Give us more interesting stuff.
Mhm.
I will accept it.
They've definitely been doing that, as far as I know, as of late. Because like they did the they put out the last map. They put out the Octane's arena, and then they put out that little lab with the portal on top like a week after. So they're doing stuff seemingly weekly.
Check it, bro.
cool.
Next, there's more news for a game that we know minimal about, and that's Death Stranding.
Hey,
Is there
So
another P mechanic?
no, this is like less bizarre and more like actual gamey. So in this trailer, I guess the character Sam, I guess, grabs a package, but it's an important package, and he has to deliver this package. And I guess a car full of people with electric weapons pull up, and you fight them off. And then I guess there's this huge ominous figure in the distance, uprooting the earth around it at the end. And we don't know what's in this package / briefcase, but it's something important. So
Are
there,
we talking like
it looks it's from this description, and this it seems like it's just normal enemy fighting mixed with Shadow of the Colossus fighting, maybe.
Hmm.
But maybe not
was
quite
my
that.
question. That was my question. If it was like just like a big ogre type, very large, or if it was a Shadow Colossus type, very large.
I don't necessarily know that it's that big, but even if it's
Because
a little bit bigger, I assume it's like, or even like, what's the game you like, Corey? That I hate.
Shenmue.
No. The other game that he likes that I
You
hate.
like Shenmue.
Dark Souls. Dark Souls.
Oh, Dark Souls.
Yes.
Dead.
So it could be like just bosses like Dark Souls, but I don't know. So that's at least some more game mechanic-y stuff that we're getting about. Also, they talked about earlier how the baby will communicate with you via the microphone and the controller, or the speaker and the controller, which is weird. I don't like when my controller yells at me, especially not a weird ass baby fetus thing.
That's fair.
So it's
Yeah.
And this game, I mean, it's released in November 8th. This game actually comes out before Pokemon does. So,
oh,
Corey, when Shenmue come out?
Shenmue?
November 19th.
Okay, so you'll have a little while to play this game before Shenmue comes out. I believe you'll beat this game. I believe you'll like this game more than you think that you will, Corey. I think you'll really like this game.
Well, I don't think that I won't like it. I think it's just going to be extremely weird, obviously, but
I think you will love
I
this
don't know.
game. That's what I'm pretty firm on thinking. But we'll see. We will see. Also, there was a new trailer for season 4 of Rick and Morty that came out in unrelated news and unrelated to any video games.
Ooh.
We get 5 episodes starting in early November, and I guess there'll probably be a mid-season break. Then we get probably another 5 episodes. Either way, Rick and Morty's coming out soon. Moving on.
Cool.
Fortnite. There is a special event that's happening at the end of this season, which is season 10. And some people think it's going to lead to a new map, similar to what Apex just did. So the 10th season of Fortnite ends October 13th. And the event that is called The End. And I guess there was a countdown timer that appeared in Fortnite, similar right over the rocket located at Dusty Depot. They've done countdown timers before for stuff because they like to do these big cataclysmic event things. But I mean, with a name like The End, is I guess a
Maybe
pretty
they're
big thing.
Maybe they'll shut down all the servers.
Fortnite data
Hey!
Fortnite data miners found evidence of 11 new areas. According to an article written by Nicole Carpenter. There's an image for a new season loading screen. An image of people waving goodbye to the battle bus.
No.
It could be a huge change for Fortnite we're seeing. So like new map, like brand new. It's always like a new map, but like a brand new map, maybe a brand new entrance method. Who knows? It might not even be any of this. But they're really good at doing interesting things at least, and I'd imagine this has to do with a little bit because I don't know statistically if Fortnite is cooling down, but it feels like culturally Fortnite is cooling down. Because like once, and it felt like it all started, and it's not because of WoW Classic, but once WoW Classic came out and like that shot up on the Twitch charts and everyone was playing that, it felt like that was like the beginning of a bit of a decline for them because they were like the top of the Twitch charts like before that, and then once WoW broke into there, it felt like other games were kind of like WoW, and maybe like League was still like taking its more share of the time than just Fortnite.
Yeah, I feel like I even hear about Apex more, and
I don't.
Fortnite is more popular than Apex.
I think I hear more stuff about Apex, but it's still out nowhere near Fortnite.
Oh, yeah.
But it's just because Apex is doing stuff, but Fortnite still does the cooler stuff. But I think this event will bring back a lot of eyes, especially if it makes a big difference. It'll probably shoot up to the top of the Twitch charts. They'll probably have a lot of players back in. I will either, like when they did the big event with the volcano erupting or whatever that happened a couple like months ago, I watched someone stream it live on Twitch because I wanted to see what happened. So when this countdown ends, if I'm not busy, I'll probably watch it on Twitch. I doubt I'll play it myself when it happens, but I'll probably watch someone on Twitch do it. So I'll be adding to those numbers essentially because I want to see what happens. It's not even a game that I play anymore, and I just want to see what happens because it's cool. But yeah. And update for Borderlands anniversary event. This week is the rare spawn hunt.
Ooh.
So legendary gear drops are going to be less rare. So there's a whole bunch of bosses, or not bosses, but like I guess bosses or mini bosses that will drop stuff more frequently. So like Rackman, Eldragon Jr., Road Dogg, Force Troopers, Demo Skagan, the Unstoppable.
Does it say if the loot they will drop is linked to them specifically? So like only one type of loot will be dropped, or?
Yeah, I could like it specifically. Like Rackman has a higher chance of dropping the weapon. It's a legendary pistol called Night Flyer.
Okay.
So each of these have one specific item. Like there's pistol, artifact, shotgun. Indo Tyrant's got a random customization. Class mods,
nice.
shields, grenade mod, rocket launcher, artifact, sniper rifle.
So what I'm hearing is we need to hurry up and play.
Gotta get some more. Maybe get some more of these legendary weapons. And then
you said this week, as in like starting today,
because
it's Monday.
This will run until October 15th.
Okay.
And then the next event is Show Me the Iridium. So probably more Iridium.
Cool.
Or maybe something cool in the Iridium shop. I'd imagine if you get more Iridium, they're going to have something cool in the Iridium shop, I would hope. But who knows?
Probably.
I don't know that they can control that manually, or if that's just something preset by what missions you're doing. Yeah, I don't know. But either way, these, like we said last week, Show Me the Iridium next week, then Mayhem on Twitch, Spooky Surprise, and that's it. Ends November 4th. And the last bit of little bit of news here I have is probably something that will only be interesting to Corey, and I don't know that he's ever heard of this because this is a community event in Bloodborne called Bloodborne's Yearly Return to Yharnam, and it started 2 days ago. So, Corey, have you ever heard of this?
I have not.
So, Return to Yharnam is an event that Bloodborne does, the Bloodborne community does for Halloween. From October 5th to November 5th, they do this thing and they roll a new character and they take to the streets of Yharnam for what they call the Hoont, Hoont. And here are the rules. You start a fresh character on October 5th, or whenever you would join, I would assume. You summon as many Hoonters / invade as often as possible. And I guess that's it. So it's just like a resurgence for the Bloodborne community for Halloween because it's a spooky game.
That's cool.
All right.
Mhm.
Awesome.
And it's a community thing. So like there's a costume list, I guess. So number one is like Grim Reaper. So if you want the Grim Reaper, it's the Crow Hunter outfit, the Foreigner hood, and the Burial Blade. You could be the Masked Hunter. Am I saying that right? Corey, is that a word in Bloodborne?
Well, it's.
Hound?
I mean, it's the hunt is what
why
everything's
just-
going on. Like that's what it takes place during. Is called the hunt.
Well, it's spelled Hoonter. Maybe it's just them being Reddit just being cute. But there's something called the Masked Hunter, which is gold Adario, crow feather garb, executioner gloves, bone leggings.
That's cool.
I guess it adds a lot of life and community to the game for about a month. And
I do want to go back to that, so I might.
there'll be a fledgling community if you go back. So
All right.
the game is waiting for you. But yeah, that's all the news that I really have.
I want to add something real quick.
Go ahead, Shane.
My cousin just recently thought I had two Switches, and which made me look into the Switch Lite a bit because she's looking to get one. And turns out their Joy-Cons are just as fucked up as the normal ones.
Yeah, I did hear stuff about that, but I mean, it's not surprising. I think it's the same. It's the same parts.
It's the same parts, and after like 2 days of use, it's already drifting.
I don't notice Joy-Con drift. I also don't use my Joy-Cons very often as controllers. I use the Pro controller because it's a real controller, and I have man hands and not tiny hands.
I have tiny hands. I only use the Joy-Cons, and I have two sets, and they both drift.
Rip.
The newer one more than the older one.
Pro controller's the way to go. Buy a Pro
I also
controller.
like the Joy-Cons. I like just sitting relaxed without like my hands all like this. I like just
Yeah, I also like to hold my controllers like this when I play.
hey, shut
all
up.
contorted like a monster.
Yeah.
Hey, sometimes I do. Sometimes I'm like laying down. I have like one right here, and I'm resting my head up. The other one in this hand, and I play like that.
I
It's
really
extremely comfortable.
don't like using Joy-Cons like that because it just feels strange not having.
I also
a controller
mostly
like
play
this.
handheld, so
I was kidding. I'm not an actual monster, and I don't actually hold my Joy-Cons like that.
Yeah, you don't
It's
vogue it
usually
out
the
with your Joy-Cons.
Little controller. What?
You don't vogue it out with your Joy-Cons.
True, I don't do that. I usually have it in the little controller dock thing.
Okay. Anybody else have any news? Or anything that's all
Nada.
that's interesting? Okay. So we're gonna jump right into our free-to-play games that we love. These aren't necessarily the best free-to-play games. These aren't necessarily the worst free-to-play games. These are just free-to-play games that we really enjoy.
these aren't necessarily still around.
No, not even necessarily. Mine is definitely not still around. But it's just games that we thoroughly enjoy. We played a lot of, and they take advantage of the free to play model in one way or another. And a lot of them take advantage. A couple of them take advantage in very different ways. Actually, I think we cover a fair amount of ground in different styles of free to play games. Actually, so let's go ahead and start with Davis because I feel like Davis would have the probably most to say about his game. And then I'll pick. We could decide who goes after that. But Davis, why don't you talk about your free to play?
Can I guess?
What? Yeah, you can guess.
We all know.
Smite?
No, that's my
No?
goofballs.
Oh.
My game
Apex?
is League of Legends. Just kidding. I've
Mm.
played it once. Yeah, I guess I'll pick Smite. Mainly because I've been playing it since 2014. I've been playing it for over 5 years, which is stupid.
And it sucks.
And you still played it today, even.
Yeah, I was playing it right before we got on this thing. Yeah, so I mainly still play it now because I'm good at it. I know the game pretty frontwards and backwards. I'm not super up to date on like the best stuff. I kind of just play casuals and I don't watch the Pro League anymore. But I definitely spent the most time on it. I have it up right now. 2,125 hours, which comes out to 88.5 days, which is a long time and probably the most I've played of any game consecutively, I suppose. But yeah, I've just put so much time and energy and concentration and brain power into this game that I keep going back to it, and I take breaks every once in a while for like a few weeks or a month maybe. But
Do you know when
It's
they
the
released
game-
it?
what's that?
Do you know when it released?
2014. I started the week after it came out, or it became not beta. So yeah, I just played it so much and spent so much time in it that it feels weird to not play it, and so I just keep playing it. I don't get better really. I've plateaued at the point that I'm at, but I just play it too much and a lot.
Why
But
do you
go ahead.
why do you think it still exists and it like works as a free to play game?
So it's definitely it's a niche MOBA because the other MOBAs are top down, point to click, isometric, whatever. And this is the only successful MOBA that I'm aware of that's WASD, and everything's a skill shot for the most part. So it's easier for people who don't like to click, which is why I didn't play Dota or League. I like to use WASD to move around,
Same.
and I think that it adds more skill because everything's a skill shot instead of just when you're in a specific range, like in League. If you're in a specific range of a character, you just click them and you automatically hit them as a basic attack. In Smite, you actually have to aim to hit them with that basic attack, so it's adds more challenge and dexterity, I suppose. And there isn't really other. There was what was that other one, Shane, that you used to play that's gone now?
Oh, Paragon.
Paragon used to be a thing.
That was
It
by
may have
Epic,
been a better game.
wasn't it?
Epic, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I never played it, but I heard good things about it. But I stayed away from it, and it's gone now. So
I got free access to it because of my roommate, and I loved it. It was even
Paragon?
on, yeah,
Was
it was even on
Was
PlayStation.
it free anyway?
I don't think when I had
was
access
free.
to it, it wasn't.
it was free.
But they definitely didn't know what they were doing with it. Like, it was fun to play, but the meta was always basically the same. They kept changing there was a card system, and they kept changing like how you used it and all this other nonsense. It was really weird. But
Card systems need to be banned in every single game that they're in.
I love card systems, but I'm a
Card system is
weirdo.
bad.
It was enjoyable, but I would play it in a heartbeat again, no problem. But it just definitely was nowhere near as good as Smite. Smite knew what it was, and not Dauntless. Paragon didn't.
I don't think that Smite will last like League, Dota will.
No.
I think at some point it'll go away.
Does it feel like it's going away
No,
currently?
no, it feels like it's okay. It's not. I don't know if it's growing or if it's kind of stagnating or dipping. I don't know enough because I don't care. I barely go on the subreddit anymore. I don't keep up with the politics and the new stuff on it. I barely even look at the new patch notes. I just kind of play casually. So I don't know if it's how it's performing, but they seem to be adding new crap all the time. They're still going hard on skins and stuff, so I don't think that they're giving up on it. They just made
Ruby's going to be in it soon.
What's that?
Ruby's going to be in it soon.
Oh, that's right. There's some event or something.
Do you know? Is it just skins or are they characters?
I have no idea. I totally forgot all about that. Probably just skins. I don't know. I don't know why they would put in characters if it's all about pantheons. Because like,
Could be the Ruby Pantheon. It looked Ruby. For those of you curious, Rooster Teeth, the YouTube people, Rooster Teeth, and they do much more. Their property Ruby is going to be in Smite in some way, shape, or form. And it doesn't look just like skins. It looks like it's more than skins. Like it. Because a lot of time with the skins in Smite, you could still tell which character they are. It's like, oh, that looks like Serket in a bikini or something, or Aphrodite in a bikini. It's like you could tell. But these characters, they just straight up, they're the Ruby characters from what I saw the clip of. But I know it's coming out soon.
It might be like a separate game mode. Like, remember back when they did like a kart racer thing that didn't work?
Oh,
They
yes,
did like
yes,
stupid
yes.
events or stupid game
Can I give some more insight real quick?
on what?
I just Googled some more information about the Ruby crossover.
Okay.
It will be skins, and the voice actors from the original show will be the voice actors for the skins.
What are the skins for?
They did not get into that, but how elaborate will the skins be? The spokesperson from Titan Forge Games said, think Bob Ross Sylvanas, but taken to the next level.
I don't know what that means.
It's a very in-depth skin.
Okay.
It's not that-
All right. Continue, Dave.
I don't remember where I was.
Doesn't matter.
I'm gonna keep playing it until it goes away, probably, because it's. I've played far too much of it, so it would be weird for me to do anything. So I'll keep playing it until it's done.
This Ruby
I'll
crossover will bring
move
me
on.
back to it. 100%.
This game is the game that I hate the most for a game that I have also played a lot. I have way too many hours in this game for a game that I talk about how much I hate. Because usually I just wouldn't play a game that I hate. But I was like a masochist with this game where I would actively be playing it like, fucking hate this. I would just quit in the middle of games.
You
And
would-
it always
yeah,
pissed
you
off
would,
everyone else. I would just be like, I'm done. And I would just be done because it irritated me. And it really irritated me when people would talk shit. Because this is one of the... In college, I wrote a paper about toxicity in games. And this was one of the main points. It's just like, this game is full of super shitty people who literally have no lives other than playing Smite, and they just ruin the enjoyment in the game. So, I hate this game.
I get why other MOBAs are more popular, but
I think
I like
I think other MOBAs are more toxic also.
Don, just so you know, you have 329 hours of playtime.
Gross.
congrats, Don. I have 7 times more. 7 times more.
That's
hours.
multiple days of playtime. I've wasted multiple days of my life in this game.
I think
I'm
I played,
literally
like,
sick.
2
I might throw
matches.
I might throw up. All right, Corey, let's jump right into your game with that. What game
Alright.
what free-to-play game do you enjoy?
It was a game that started off, not free to play, but just recently went to free to play on Steam. It's Destiny 2.
October 1st, so literally a week ago today, it qualified.
Yeah. When you first, came up with this idea to talk about free to play games, I completely forgot that that's free to play now. But yeah, no, that is absolutely my favorite. I love all the just like the different, worlds you can go to. Each planet is so much different than the other ones, and the quests, and you could spend just hours and hours just replaying strikes over and over. And
It's a very fun game.
it is. I know people gave it a lot of shit when it came out, like for both of the games, and
that's
I don't
because when
understand.
they came out, they were bad.
Yeah.
No, I loved them.
You love every game you play.
Not every game.
Most of 90% of the
Not
games,
cat girl lover.
90% of the games that you talk about fairly, you're like, it starts off with, I'm gonna make a super clip once we get enough of these in, and because all the
Alright,
games are gonna be like,
fair enough.
it just starts off with, I loved it, and then you talk about the game. It'll be Corey saying I loved it in different variations
It's
of
gonna
all
be
these
10
different
hours,
games.
It's
It's gonna
10
be a
hours
lot.
long.
Yeah.
10 hours long after only 50 episodes.
But like they were very, very basic games when they released, similar to like Anthem, except unlike Anthem, which didn't do anything, they added stuff and made it a more robust game. Anthem's
Did-
dead now.
Did Anthem
Oof.
actually give up?
Yeah, basically, like they purposed their team to do other shit, like to work on I think the next Mass Effect game or something. I don't even know, but like most of their team is gone, and like the people who are in charge of it are no longer in charge of it. It's just like
What a giant flop.
their Cataclysm event is basically going to be like their last event, from what it seems.
It was also their first event.
Yeah, so first and last event. But yeah, Corey, you can keep talking about Destiny 2.
The raids are a lot of fun. I've only been able to finish one raid because you need to be able to communicate with people, and they and most of the time people don't even have headsets in or anything, so you can't talk to them. There's a lot of puzzle solving and letting people know, like, okay, I'm doing this now, I need you to do this when you see this happen. And yeah, you miss out on communication, but that's not the game's fault.
The
Yeah, so
Go ahead.
I was just saying, I just started it up again, and I played a shit ton the past couple days. But yeah, what were you gonna say, Dave?
The play group that I played with, like 6 months ago, we were playing. It was just 3 of us, so we couldn't actually do a raid because you literally need like
You're 6.
I don't know how. Yeah, you need to have 6 people, or else you can't even like progress halfway through the level.
It was the same way in Destiny 1.
That's kind of disappointing because I don't like. I think 4. You should be able like at least allowed to try it as 4 because that's if we did it, we'd still have to find 2 more random people to do it with.
When
And I don't want to do that.
do you not remember when we like did Destiny 1 raids? Like I went on Reddit and I found us players to go with us that were like well better than us, and they did the raids with us. Like I went on
Yeah.
Destiny 4, like the Destiny subreddit, and I was like, we're looking for 2 dudes to play with us, and we found those
Yeah,
2
and
dudes to play with.
That's just how you got to do it.
I mean, that's kind of I kind of like
Yeah.
that. I don't think raids should be small groups because that doesn't seem what a raid is. Like the idea of raids in my head, when I think of raids, I think of like WoW raids. Like I think of like
Right.
swarms of people doing these things. I don't want to do. They've got the what are those called? Like the Nightfall things.
Yes.
Those are for small groups. If you want to do like a raid for like a small group, you can do the Nightfall quests or whatever they're called. But for a
But those are
raid,
just rehashed story missions. So
Can't in WoW, don't you just walk to the area? Do you have to party up, or can you just go there? There can just be
You-
X amount of people.
usually a lot of times it's like clans. Like you party with the clan, and you'll just have a bunch of
Right,
people.
But the
The raids are
isn't
instanced, I believe.
and yeah, in Guild Wars, it will matchmake you with a group.
allowed. Right. There should be matchmaking for raids in Destiny 2, and there is not.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's
I agree
that's
with
the
that.
part that bugs me.
I think I would actually
I-
get back into it.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't.
should be
I
able
wouldn't
to-
want to do a raid with a matchmaked party. Like I'd rather, because
Right. That's
if I'm
you don't
if
have-
I'm
you don't have to, but the people that don't, they play solo and they don't want to have to faff about. They should just be able to get into a lobby and wait for other people who want to place.
a raid is such an endeavor of a process that if I wouldn't want to matchmake with someone. I don't think matchmaking with someone's a good idea. If, like the seeking out a person on Reddit, it's like this person is actively looking for someone. They're taking an extra step to find a person to do this raid with. I'm actively finding a person to do an extra step with to do this raid with. It's like the next level of commitment versus someone just clicking, I want to do this raid, getting 20 minutes into what could be a 2-hour raid and being like, I'm done, and ruining it for everyone. Or getting like an hour into this raid. It's like they're
That's true.
large and heavy commitments to do these things. I wouldn't want like just a matchmaking partner that just didn't bail. Like I want that next level of commitment that like seeking out someone offers. And you don't have to do a raid. They're not necessarily for everyone.
Yeah.
If you don't
Good
don't
point.
have five other buddies or can't find
Yeah.
5 other Joe Schmoes.
And
That's
Destiny
cool.
definitely has enough stuff to keep you occupied that you don't feel the need to do the raids. It's just if you want a bunch of just, cool shit, like you can go ahead and do it.
Strike playlist.
Yeah.
I'm a lootaholic, so I would definitely be upset if I wasn't doing raids.
Shane, what's your favorite free to play game?
That would be the one that I find myself playing more frequently is Dauntless. The easy to play Monster Hunter. It's the best way I can describe it. And none of you fucks will play with me. But that's besides the point.
It's a worse
'Cause I
version
have
of Monster Hunter, and Monster
you
Hunter's
have
free.
Monster Hunter, so why would you play Dauntless?
Because I can't get you guys to play.
It's,
Either way.
it's like if you had the ability to get like cocaine and you just went and got street crack. Why would you do it?
I think of it like this. I can get a hunt of Dauntless done in 5-10 minutes. I can pick it up in between whatever I'm doing. Monster Hunter, it takes a lot more time and commitment to get a hunt in.
I could go eat 100 dog turds, but I could also go out of my way, take a couple hours, and go get a nice steak. I'm gonna go out of my way, take a couple hours, get a nice steak. I don't want the dog turds.
But sometimes I need something to do for like 15 minutes.
Sometimes, Don, you need a dog turd.
Sometimes you need a nice
Yeah.
dog poop.
But
This dog poop?
it's now
This
officially
dog is no more than a week away from death's door. Let me tell you what. This is some good dog poop right here.
It's
Does anybody
now-
know what that's from?
No, I have no idea.
It's old whitest kid you know sketch.
Oh,
matter.
oh,
continue,
okay,
Shane.
yeah.
Okay,
It's dog
yeah.
poop.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's now officially launched. It's out of early access. It's out there. They added the new weapons, which lets you punch things. Most of the weapons are a lot less complex than in Monster Hunter, because that takes a while to learn.
Uh-huh.
So,
How old is this game?
how old is it?
Yes.
I think it's been in beta for maybe a year or two.
I haven't
And
heard anything about it since like 6 months ago.
Yeah, something like that.
I remember hearing about it when I was really into Monster Hunter, which was like a year ago. So
How did this game exist? Was it like Kickstarted or something? I don't know. It's a free to play game, so it'd be weird.
it's made by Phoenix Labs.
I don't know who that is.
So I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yes, Shane.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, this is the only game they've ever done. It looks like. Yeah, no, it's the only game they've done.
It definitely seems like someone's first game.
May of 2018 is when it came out in beta.
What did it come from? Did they just like we're just gonna make a free game?
I have no idea.
They're
Look
probably
that
like,
up.
You should have some idea.
Listen, they don't tell us this. It on their website. It just says it talks about their studio. It doesn't tell us anything about Dauntless.
Write them a letter and send it in the mail.
Got it. Will do. It's Dauntless is also a very beautiful world. Like, it's not for the art style. It's done very well to make it look pretty. It's very cartoonish but pretty.
It's published by Epic.
Shane thinks that world is beautiful.
Yes, I do. Doesn't look nearly as good as Monster Hunter though.
He wants to touch that world's butt.
Oh, it was Phoenix Labs was formed by former Riot game developers. So Riot Games broke off and formed this company, and it's got 40. It's like Shane. I don't know. This company, Phoenix Labs, is made up of the former Riot Games developers. It's got three developers, former developers from BioWare, Blizzard, and Capcom.
So are you sure it's a bad game, Don?
No, it's a bad game. Like good people can make bad games. Once again, Anthem.
Also, you're saying this without playing it.
I've seen it. Like you're stuck. It's like it's a small area, and there's one monster that you're hunting and fighting.
It's not a small area.
It's a pretty small area, but you're fighting and hiding one monster.
You run around a whole map.
Yeah, but there's one monster. I don't give a shit about fighting one monster. I don't want to do that.
That's true.
It's like dumb. You could do so much more. It's just like even if you have the biggest world, if I'm in a giant world going for one monster, A, that's wasteful, and B, that's stupid.
Hey, do you think that's why? What's that 4v1 monster game?
Evolve.
Evolve. Do you think that's why Evolve failed?
Evolve was a better idea in general anyway because it was a PvP, and it wasn't very large. It was better weapons. They didn't release a punching mechanism and say, "Here's a cool new thing." Like Shane was daunting about. He's like, "You got a new weapon, and it lets you punch." It's like that seems like step one.
Back in time
weapon to be able to punch.
No, it's.
We're going back to
This is literally what you said.
Think
I'm
of
only going
monks
off what
in
you said.
Dungeons and Dragons. Think of monks.
Monks are
Or
the
in
worst
Diablo.
class.
They're the best class. You could be a drunken master and just make other people punch. That's besides the point.
They're the best
Think of
class.
like Diablo. The monks in Diablo, they have to have weapons in order to use their fists.
That's dumb.
Shane, are you not able to punch unless you're holding?
No,
a
you
weapon?
can. You can punch, but it's not an actual weapon. It doesn't do special shit.
You've just got a sword and then you just punch somebody instead.
Yes.
Does that
Why
not
are you
seem dumb
saying-
to you? Does that not seem dumb to you?
Shane,
No, it
why are
doesn't.
Shane, why are you like you hold a weapon but then you punch with the weapon?
That's not.
You're
No,
like,
you punch with pointed.
Could you not understand?
The brass knuckles, basically. You punch with brass knuckles, basically. That's the weapon.
So in other words, they released new weapons.
They released
Yes.
a shitty new melee weapon. That's brass knuckles. You're so dumbfounded by the idea that melee weapons as a marquee addition to a game is fucking stupid. But guess what?
All swords are melee weapons.
Not the same.
Shane, when's the last time you played Fallout with brass knuckles only?
Never is the
Never.
answer because they're stupid. It's
Because
the
why would you-
Fallout's a
worst.
shooting game.
But it's also like, you can use
There's a lot.
swords or clubs
But
or
they
something.
have a weapon that lets you punch.
Yeah.
Also, the first available thing you can do is punch.
Each weapon has a specific role to play. This is a burst damage class. Fuck off.
You're not making it sound very appealing to any of us.
I don't even use it. I use the hammer.
Okay.
Moving on.
All right, Harley Quinn. Do you have anything else to say about Dauntless?
I hate all of you. And it's followed the Fortnite mechanic, so that's probably going to try and make it look more successful with season passes and whatnot. But Fuck you.
Don, what's your favorite free to play game?
Well, my favorite free-to-play game is not a shitty game like Dauntless. It's a shitty game that I love, known as Club Penguin.
I knew it.
And guess
As
what?
soon as you said it's not around anymore.
This is the only game that is not allowed around anymore. It was launched in October 24th, 2005, and discontinued in March 30th of 2017. And I was a part of its final hours of the game, and I shed a single tear for Club Penguin.
I think
Same.
I think on like the last 2 days, I joined again and just said a bad word and then got banned immediately, and that was my entirety of Club Penguin. I would only play with Don and Shane at like sleepovers or whatever, and I'd go on and I'd swear and I'd get kicked off immediately, and that was my contribution.
This is a game that Shane and I started playing at a fairly young age. And at a certain point, once we realistically became too old to be playing this game because, we were growing into adults, we just kind of played every once in a while, like seasonally, because they did seasonal events, which I do enjoy in games. And we would just like hop on and we'd like look at everything and just be like, this is nice. It was like a nostalgia bomb every single time. Just hopping on into this game. I remember when Disney purchased them, and that was a big deal. The scale jumped hugely in between the time when it was just like essentially an indie game for kids and a Disney property. But it's basically just a chat. It was like a chat room with locations. It was like a children's chat room with locations that also had mini games you could go play by yourself or with people, and there were some collectibles. And then there was like some pseudo story missiony things, and there was like you could become a spy and you could do different missions with the secret agent stuff. So there was kind of that kind of stuff that had like an ever-growing story, and then there was like the lore of the world, which is I'm making this game sound way more complicated than it actually was. It was a game for children.
Don't forget the house decorating.
There was you had an igloo and you could decorate your igloo. Then you got coins by playing games.
Don't
Yes,
forget
it
the
is.
pedo ring that was going through, I'm sure.
I don't think there's a pedo ring going through. Disney's clean.
Disney is clean.
Don't you dare insult the
What
mouse
is
that way.
Disney clean?
Don't insult the mouse like that. But I don't know how much money I gave this game, but I had a membership. It was like a $9 a month membership, and it let you. There was member only clothes,
Which were the majority of them.
There was a majority of them, besides like the couple that you could get that were free. You could decorate more things in your igloo and upgrade your igloo to better levels.
I think that's basically it.
That might have been it. Yeah.
How long did you have the membership for? Even when you were not playing?
Oh
No. Like
Okay,
so the only time I had the membership was when I was actually young and actively playing, and
Right.
I occasionally after. I don't know if I ever got it once I was older. Maybe like 1 month or like 2 months.
I think around Christmas we would get it.
Maybe
and
we would get it like around Christmas
again.
for like we'd pay like
Just
$9 and play
for
like
1 month. Then.
a month basically, and we'd enjoy the Christmas stuff and the Christmas events. But that was basically it. But like, granted, there was probably a stretch of time from like 6th grade until maybe 7th or 8th grade that I probably was a member for a majority of that time. I didn't pay for any of it. My parents did, but
Same.
it was just the way it was. But it was. I mean, that was like early free to play game. It was like that. It was like RuneScape. It was like Habbo Hotel. These were like like early internet games that were just
Necropolis.
like Nicktropolis. These were essentially just chat rooms that they gamified. Because that's really what this game was. It was just you talk to your friends, like you waddled around in Club Penguin. You talk to people, and then they had some mini games that you could play and earn stuff and unlock stuff and like trick out your pad. And they were just overglorified chat rooms that made clearly money. RuneScape still makes money. RuneScape Classic is one of is doing better than normal RuneScape. Like Habbo Hotel still exists for some reason, so I assume that has to be making money because there's not those servers that spin up every single time someone logs onto Habbo Hotel don't pay for themselves. Like Club Penguin had to shut down because people were less interested. Like,
what's the first game you guys remember being like that? Being a chat room but a game?
I think the first online game, like I played RuneScape. RuneScape might be the first one that I played, and I played RuneScape a long time ago.
For me, it was Club Penguin.
With my shitty dial-up modem.
I had worse dial-up modem at my house because I lived in the middle of nowhere, so I struggled to even get online. But I would play Nicktropolis when I was a wee lad.
RuneScape, so everyone knows, came out in 2001.
I probably played
So-
RuneScape for the first time in 2005, 2004.
Yeah, I think my first experience would be Toontown Online.
I always wanted Toontown, but was that you have to pay for that?
Yes,
Oh,
that wasn't free to play, but it was an online. It was the talk same style of game as Club Penguin, and it was much worse than Club Penguin. I loved it to death, but boy, was that pointless.
but boy, howdy,
You had a jelly bean as a freaking pet.
baller. All right, Don, let's move on.
Why are you in such a rush? What if I have more to say about Club Penguin? I guess we're
Okay, say more
we're,
about-
we're screening through time. Whatever. I loved Club Penguin. It was a
Yeah.
great game. These are all free to play games, and they're all very different kinds of free to play games, and yet they were all mildly successful for different periods of time. All of them. Shane's is the newest free to play game. I mean, I guess Destiny's technically the newest free to play game, but like Shane's is the newest game in general. But they all had different methods of making money. But regardless, they all want your money. All right.
Do you describe a free to play game as some way to make money, or would like Flash games count as free to play?
Some way to make money.
I mean, I guess Flash games are free to play games, but they also make money, but they make money off of the ads that they constantly are running all around your game. So their model of revenue is different than like Smite's model of revenue.
Gotcha.
So this week, for instead of doing lists, once again we're doing a game. And this game I like to call Fortnite or Pokemon Go. So I've got 10 questions here, and it was either Fortnite or Pokemon Go, and you guys have to guess which one it was. And the loser has to play a game, a shitty game of the winners deciding, or maybe I'll decide what the game is. We'll
you
see.
should probably decide.
We'll see. All right. So if you all
Cat
grab a
Gorilla
sheet,
or-
of paper or something to write your answers on, it'll either be Pokemon Go or Fortnite. I got 10 questions, and the loser, loses. All right.
The loser loses. That's usually how it goes.
Loser loses. Okay. The first question that we have here. So these might be really easy. These might not be really easy. I don't know. We'll see if anyone will get any of these wrong. Maybe nobody gets it wrong. We'll have to use super tiebreaker. Okay.
Super tiebreaker.
So which game released on September 26th? I'm not giving the year. I'm just giving you the date. September 26th. Write down your answers. Don't scoff, you douche.
How's anybody? That's a complete guess.
I know the answer.
Is it?
I know the answer very well.
Shane knows the answer very well.
All right. Does everybody have their answers? 3, 2,
Watch him get it wrong.
flip.
Oh, mine's not that big. This is Fortnite.
Okay, Shane, you're right. You got a point. The answer is Fortnite. Or Pokemon Go released on July 6th.
July.
Yeah, July is the big time. It was during the summer. It was a summertime game. September would have been well past the summer. Do you not remember, like right when it came out? It was summertime. Everyone was playing.
Nope.
Okay, Shane, you got 1 point.
Awesome.
Congratulations. Shane's out to a commanding lead. Question number 2:
Shane has infinitely more points than I do.
Which game made $2.4 billion in 2018? $2.4 billion in 2018.
I have my answer.
Give me a
Shane,
minute.
Shane, hurry up. This is your.
Listen, I didn't realize I had to write it big, so give
Shane,
me a
why are your
second.
headset? Why's your
You have to
headset?
be able to see
Because it's falling off my face.
Maybe they have there's like a tightener on it for you.
Let's all wear our headsets like Shane does.
Shane, do you have your answer?
Yes.
Okay.
Just
1,
me?
2,
Okay,
3,
fine.
flip.
Just you.
Hiya!
Pogo. Fortnite. Pogo. The correct answer is Fortnite.
Damn it.
Corey.
So I thought it was Pokemon Go because Pokemon is the largest or makes the most money out of any entertainment thing in the world.
That's true.
Fun fact.
But Fortnite made a shit ton of money in 2018. I think 2018 was Fortnite.
I
this year. I
forgot
don't
Fortnite
know.
has like toys and shit now.
All right. Which one got a 69 on Metacritic? 69 on Metacritic. Which of these
I'm
games?
ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1, flip. Pogo, Fortnite. The correct answer is
Damn it.
Pokemon Go.
Oh.
Dang. Corey, you're spelling Fortnite wrong. It's not the right way to spell it.
Yeah, I don't care.
After
Okay.
4
Fortnite-
questions, we got a
Fortnite,
three-way tie.
Fortnite is too popular to not have anything above a 7.
Yeah, and
Just
Shane, I
people who like
realized
Fortnite.
I
that
couldn't
I
couldn't
wrote it,
find
but-
a Metacritic rating for Fortnite. Oddly enough.
Weird.
All right, question number 4. Which game
Which has
took
Pokemon?
2 weeks to reach 10 million players? Which game took 2 weeks to reach 10 million players? 3, 2, 1, flip. Pogo, Pogo, Pogo. The correct answer is Fortnite. Pokemon
Oh.
Go did it in 1 week.
Oof.
Oh, you freaking.
We knew it was
That's
fast.
That's why I was a little.
You
Yeah,
stinker.
I don't know.
I couldn't make these questions too easy. I'm already doing way better on the questions this week than I did with the other questions. I'm way more proud of myself. All right, question number 5. Which is the fastest game to make it to 500 million in revenue?
Revenue?
In revenue.
Oh.
You guys ready? 500
No,
million
I'm
in
changing my
revenue.
answer. Hold on.
Is because
Oh,
you
I'm
saw
gonna
Dave's
change my
answer?
answer too.
Cause
All right.
yeah.
3, 2, 1, flip it. It's Pokemon Go. Corey and Davis, you get another one.
See, I thought since Fortnite already had the assets from the Save the World version, it would have made money quicker. It would have made up its losses.
Fortnite, save the world. And
I
get rid of
don't
that game
think
mode.
you know what revenue means.
It's the money made.
That's doesn't matter.
The
Doesn't
yearly revenue is the money made by the company to subtracted by the costs.
Moving on.
I have my business degree. I remember this.
Which
Shane,
game?
I have an engineering degree and I don't remember anything from college, and that was 2 years ago. So,
Which game has made more in total revenue?
I should just not erase this because I'm never gonna guess anything besides.
You guys ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Bing.
That is correct. Everybody gets a point.
Yay.
Corey and Davis, you're
almost
tied at 3.
switched.
Yeah.
Shane, you got 2. Still anybody's
Oh.
game.
I'm also using my foot to clean off the.
You're disgusting.
whiteboard, 'cause I have a sock.
All right.
You filth.
I don't want to put it in my hands. Do it on my black
you
sock.
just want it on your foot.
Yeah, I do.
Which
No, I got a
game?
black sock on. Black sock.
Which game won BBC Radio 1's Teen Award for Best Game?
Oh.
Easy.
You guys ready?
Yep.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. It's actually a trick question. They both won that award. So you're all losers. But just kidding. Guess. All right. Who got it first? Was it Fortnite or was it Pokemon?
Fortnite.
3, 2, 1, go.
Pokemon.
Fortnite.
It came out earlier.
I'm thinking Fortnite.
Fortnite, Pokemon. All right, Shane, you get the bonus point. You get half a point. So Shane has 2.5 points because it was Pokemon. Pokemon did come out earlier and it did win it first. So Shane, you're still half a point behind.
I feel like I should get a full point. Fuck you.
You have a
No.
point. You have a tiebreaker now though. So now you can't tie.
Oh, you know what? Fair.
All right. We got 3 questions left. In May of 2018, one of these 2 games had 147 million active users. In August of 2018, the other one of these games had 78 million users. Which is which? So write down 147 million and then a name under it, and then write down 78 million and then a name under it.
What was the
And
first number?
147. 147 million in May of 2018, and then 78 million in August of 2018.
And they're not the same game, right?
They're not the same game.
So it's not okay. Wait, when did Apex come out? It wasn't 2018. Okay,
Let me know when you guys are ready.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Corey.
All right.
3,
Okay.
2, 1, go.
Hiya.
Okay. Davis, raise your thing. Davis is
The
the only
bigger
one
one
that's
is-
correct.
Yeah.
Really?
So Fortnite,
Why?
Pokemon Go had 147, and then Fortnite had 78.
Because everybody plays Pokemon Go, like old people, like people above the age of 25, but only like 25 or like 30 and younger play Fortnite.
Yeah, but
I
Pokemon Go
consistently
also
see-
died down.
I consistently see people who are like in their 60s and 70s playing Pokemon Go.
I mean, I see it all the time at work too. There's middle-aged women coming through self-checkout playing Pokemon Go.
Are they hot?
They're middle-aged women.
What's
So
yeah? And
They're with their kids, so I'm gonna say no.
wow, Shane, that's very rude.
All right.
I'm not. I don't. I'm at work. I'm not looking at that. So
That's first of all, you're a
We-
liar.
no.
So right now, as the point breakdown, we got Davis at 4, Corey at 3, Shane at 2.5. So Shane, right, if this game ended right now, you'd be playing the game that I just found on my on Steam.
Is it free?
No, it is 49 cents.
Oh, okay. I can swing
Shane's not
that
gonna break
after
the
Friday.
Worst case scenario, I will buy it for you. All right, question number 9. In 2018, what was which of these games was nominated for best mobile game? In
Fortnite has a
2018,
mobile
which of these
version,
games was
Shane.
nominated for best mobile game?
Shane, Fortnite has a mobile version.
Yes, it does.
Is everybody ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go! The answer is Fortnite.
Oh, well,
Boom.
fuck. I thought Fortnite, the mobile version came out actually this year.
5.
I didn't lose.
Shane, we're pulling away from Shane. You guys are really, really far too nice with each other. You shouldn't be giving away information like this about Shane. Fortnite's got a mobile version. Don't do that.
Because he
You're
oh,
too
I
nice to
shouldn't have, but he was all like, "You're idiot." You said
You let him be like that because these are the breadcrumbs that I'm leaving to the dumb to lead them astray.
I
that was-
can't lose to him anyway, so it's fine.
Exactly. You win. And the last question: which of these games has the cheaper of the microtransactions? Pokemon Go or Fortnite? Which of
don't
these
know
games has the
Fortnite's-
cheaper of the microtransactions? Pokemon Go or Fortnite?
I just want to
Like the
state
smallest.
mobile Fortnite came out at the end of 2017. I thought it was 20. No, that I would still be wrong. Never mind. End me.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh no, it did come out in 2018.
Correct. At 99 cents. Pokemon
Yeah,
Go.
Yeah.
for like 10 Pokeballs or something like that.
It's for it wasn't for Pokeballs, it was for like coins. I think it was like 100 coins or
All
something.
right, rather the smallest amount of coins, right?
Yeah. And then the cheapest one at Fortnite is $4.99.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
So what am I playing?
all right, since you're a loser, Shane, you have to play this game that I found on Steam called Bad Rats Show.
Bad Rat Show.
Bad Rats Show, plural. Bad Rats
Okay.
is a physic puzzle game where the rats exact their bloody revenge against their main enemies. The cats solve 2D and 3D maps using physics and questionable bad rat humor. Basically, I need you to beat this game.
I need to beat it,
Before
but we
next
don't
game.
know how
Oh,
big the
shit.
game is.
Well, you better start working real hard.
It's got 1 million levels.
Came out in 2016.
I'm just kidding.
It's a meme game, so you enjoy this game.
It's called Bad Rats.
Bad Rats
Show?
Show. Yes. It's 49 cents.
Let's all start a Kickstarter for Shane to be able to.
Can I just play-
There are 44 maps from easy to hard, so you need to beat 44 levels.
There's a sequel to the game, so it can't be that bad, right?
There's a sequel to Two Worlds,
And the sequel is amazing.
but that doesn't mean that the first game was good.
I know, yeah.
All right, Shane, you only got 2.5 points through this whole thing.
Shane, you fool.
It's a damn shame. If only you were better.
I never claimed to be good.
No. No, you did not.
Be lying.
You would be lying. All right, so let's go. We'll end this with our fact of the week on this day in gaming. This one we don't have to go too far back to look at, but in 2016, on October 7th was the retail release for Mafia 3. This was a game that Corey got the deluxe edition of, and when he lived with me, it sat on the shelf the entire time, and I just kind of looked at it occasionally, and I'm like, "There's Mafia 3." I remember enjoying at least watching him play like the other Mafia games, and I feel like the kind of other ones ended abruptly. This one I enjoyed watching on the shelf.
I played it.
I don't know
It's
that I ever saw you play it.
It's still wrapped up today.
It was. I don't know that it was wrapped up,
No,
but
it wasn't.
it was like a box, probably like a foot by maybe like it's probably like
It's
12 inches tall by like maybe like 9 inches
It's
wide.
a record, like a vinyl holder. It's a vinyl case.
Mm.
Yeah, it comes with a couple vinyls and some Playboy centerfolds.
I don't remember that, but yep, that's what we got. But like we said,
Shane, fix your goddamn headphones.
next week we got Goose Untitled Goose Game from Davis and Shane. They'll play it and they'll tell us how much they love it and if it's actually deserves to be untitled. And me and Corey will play some Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and should be a good week. Because you guys pissed and moaned about wanting to play it this week, so you have to play Untitled Goose Game while we actually play the game that I offered to play this week.
We picked Stardew.
Yeah, and we're not going to play a game that's 10 years old, so we're going to play some new games.
I made a joke by saying Stardew. I was happy.
And Shane, listen, well, it's Shane's fault that that you aren't playing.
Because Shane put
Ghost
Spore.
Recon. Yeah, he just ruined it. So you're playing Goose.
Oh,
All right,
I'll play
that's fine.
Goose.
I can't
Don't
afford
forget-
Ghost Recon anyways.
That's exactly why. Don't forget for the subs. Don't forget the likes. Don't forget the comments. Tell us how much you hate Shane and love us. See you
Yeah,
next
give
week.
us some ideas too.
See you next week.
Bye.
Yeah.